Ever dreamed of blowing out 90 candles and still doing cartwheels? That's the promise on today's thumbnail, and it starts right here, right now. You're about to learn 6 golden habits that keep cells spring clean, joints smooth, and brain sparks bright long after 50. Stick around, because one of them takes less than 60 seconds a day, yet slashes mortality risk by a third. We'll bust a handful of aging myths along the way, so stay curious until the final breath. First, the quick answers you clicked for. Is 50 too late to feel 20 years younger? Science says no. Can lifestyle beat genetics? In most age-related diseases, yes. And do tiny daily tweaks really add extra years? Absolutely, if you pick the right tweaks. Remember, you're not chasing perfection, you're building momentum. Each tiny action is a deposit into an account called Healthy Future You, and compound interest is real, even for mitochondria. Still skeptical? Good. I brought receipts, Nobel Prize telomere studies, NASA astronaut data, and a woman named Harriet who ran her first marathon at 80. If they can rewrite their biological clocks, why not you? So grab some water, sit tall, and let's reboot the next half of your life. Welcome to your Vitality Crash Course. All set. Let's roll. Fair warning before we dive in. This video is information, not medical advice. Before starting new routines, chat with your health professional. Your first habit is the micro movement burst. Every 30 minutes, you break the spell of the chair with 90 seconds of motion, 10 bodyweight squats, a hallway walk, or dancing like nobody's watching, even if your cat definitely is. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT, burns more calories over a day than a 5-mile jog. It also flushes glucose spikes, cutting type 2 diabetes risk by 34% in older adults. The psychosocial bonus is dopamine on demand without needing a treadmill. Picture shrinking biological age while waiting for coffee to brew. Office clerk Miguel adopted these bursts after his 50th birthday. 9 months later, his smartwatch VO2 Max jumped from average to superior for his age. The payoff? He beat his 23-year-old daughter in a charity 5K. A Mayo Clinic meta-analysis backs him up. People who log at least 2,000 extra steps in the mini-bouts reduce cardiovascular events by 17%, even if they never join a gym. Tape a note to your screen that reads, "Move, then groove." Pair each burst with a micro-task. Refill water, send a gratitude text, stretch your wrists, and you'll compound movement, hydration, and kindness inside 5 minutes. Your body will thank you in unexpected ways. The ultimate payout is better insulin sensitivity, happier joints, and a calorie buffer for that occasional slice of birthday cake. Imagine guilt-free dessert powered by squats. Your second habit is to eat the rainbow while fasted. Combine time-restricted eating, an 8 to 10 hour food window, with ruthless color variety. Aim for at least 5 plant colors daily: red tomatoes, orange carrots, yellow peppers, green spinach, blue-purple berries. Pigments called polyphenols switch on sirtuin genes, the same longevity pathways triggered by calorie restriction but without starving. A Salk Institute mouse study showed that activating those sirtuins extended lifespan by 15%. The real flex? It also keeps skin collagen springy so you glow through every Zoom call. Sandra, 53, struggled with late-night snacks until she shifted breakfast to 11, loaded lunch with rainbow fiber, and let evenings stay food-free. 3 months in, her fasting insulin dropped 30 points, and friends asked whether she'd had fillers. Intermittent fasting triggers autophagy, the body's recycling truck that removes damaged proteins. Pair it with a rainbow, and you have a cleanup crew plus premium building blocks. Picture Marie Kondo meeting Home Depot for your cells. Worried about bland salads? Spice them with turmeric, cumin, and citrus zest. Spices add extra antioxidants while tricking your brain into thinking you're a gourmet chef. Traveling? Carry a zip bag of mixed nuts. Grab a piece of fruit at the station and slide your eating window forward by 1 time zone. Flexibility beats perfection every single time. The payout? Fewer eating hours mean fewer oxidative hits to cells, and colored fiber feeds gut bacteria that churn out butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid linked to sharper memory and lower belly fat in seniors. Taste the rainbow. Save your telomeres. Your third habit is strength meets balance training. Twice a week, you'll choose compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, push-ups, and layer them with instability. Think goblet squats on a Bosu or single-leg Romanian deadlifts while touching a wall for support. Muscles talk to bones. Bones talk to mitochondria. One Harvard study found that adults over 50 who added balance challenges to strength training reduced fall risk by 43% and improved mitochondrial density by 12%. Lifting groceries should not feel like an Olympic event. Train now, glide later. Remember Harriet, the marathon grandma? At 89, she deadlifted a kettlebell smaller than her purse. worse, yet that stimulus kept her gait steady enough to finish 26 miles. Use a metronome at 50 to 60 beats per minute to slow reps. Slow eccentrics build tendon resilience, which means fewer ouch moments when you reach for the top shelf. No basu? Stand on a folded towel or pillow. The wobble wakes up forgotten stabilizer muscles in your feet and hips, turning everyday steps into stealth workouts. After lifting, glide a foam roller over calves and lats. Mobility today means independence tomorrow. The payout is a higher metabolic rate, lower fracture odds, and the swagger to weave through crowds without a cane. If gyms still sound like torture chambers, your fourth life-extending technique requires no equipment and may even beat weightlifting for longevity. It's the sleep sanctification ritual. Quality sleep is anabolic. 90-minute cycles rebuild immune T cells and sweep out brain beta amyloid. Build a pre-bed runway. Dim screens 1 hour before lights out. Drop bedroom temperature to 18 degrees Celsius and write a 3-line gratitude note. In a Northwestern older adult study, those who adopted a wind-down routine improved deep sleep minutes by 25% and scored 10 years younger on cognitive reaction tests. Imagine waking without that rusty hinge feeling. Former night owl Ken set a phone alarm at 9:30 p.m., named Future Brain Check-In. 8 weeks later, his blood pressure fell enough for his doctor to cut meds. Add morning sunlight. 10 minutes of early rays anchor your circadian rhythm so melatonin spikes exactly when you need shut-eye. Bonus: natural vitamin D brightens mood. Blue blocking glasses help, but tech alone won't save you if Netflix autoplays forever. Create a power down playlist of instrumental songs that ends precisely at lights out. And don't buy the myth that older adults can get by on less sleep. Your brain's maid service works the night shift. Give it a full shift. Each extra hour of deep sleep pumps natural growth hormone, preserving lean tissue and flattening belly fat. A youthful silhouette without crunches. Your fifth habit is the novelty dose. Learn one new skill every quarter. Salsa steps, ukulele chords, basic coding, anything that feels refreshingly unfamiliar. Neuroplasticity doesn't retire, it just needs novelty. London cabbies who memorize 25,000 streets grow a larger hippocampus. A UC Irvine study found seniors taught to juggle increased white matter integrity by 5% in 6 weeks. Drop the balls? Perfect. Failure is brain fertilizer. Lydia, 59, joined a beginner skateboarding class. Week 1 delivered bruises, week 6 brought smiles. Her MRIs later showed a thicker motor cortex, and she reports fewer senior moments. Stack novelty with social bonding. Take a cooking class with a friend and you feed plasticity and the final habit at once. Pair skills with music. Learning piano boosts hand-eye coordination and lights up both hemispheres, building cognitive reserve against dementia. Keep a newbie diary, 1 line per practice session. Seeing progress on paper fuels motivation long after the first-timer buzz fades. Novelty floods the brain with BDNF, keeping memory sharp, mood buoyant, and creativity sparkling. Handy when the grandkids ask how Wi-Fi works. Now for habit 6, social repair and purpose micro-unders. Schedule a 5-minute positive micro-interaction every day. Message an old friend, high-five a barista. Donate $5 to a cause you believe in. Combine that with a weekly purpose reminder. Write 1 sentence on why you matter. Loneliness raises mortality as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yet a University of Michigan meta-analysis shows that older adults who experience brief daily positive connection live an average of 7 years longer. Humans are communal apes. Isolation quietly corrodes the wiring. Postal worker Ben felt adrift after retirement until he started volunteering 2 hours on Sundays ladling soup. 6 months later, his resting heart rate fell and he told me, "I finally wake up excited again." Oxytocin released during warm encounters dampens cortisol. Lower cortisol preserves telomere length, the DNA caps that measure cellular youth. Keep a connection coin in your pocket. Each time you share a genuine smile, move the coin to the other pocket. Aim for 5 flips daily. Gamified friendship. Who knew? If crowds drain you, start small. Join an online book club or drop an encouraging comment on this video. Yes, keyboard kindness absolutely counts. Purpose and micro connections lower stress, boost immunity, and give you stories worth retelling at the next family barbecue. Quick recap before we cement this. Move every half hour. Color fast your plate, lift with wobble, worship sleep, feed your brain novelty, and connect on purpose. Miss one? Start with whichever habit sparks the most joy. Momentum loves enthusiasm. You've earned a bonus 60-second lifesaver. It's the posture reset. Stand, roll shoulders back, inhale Inhale for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, and repeat 12 times. A Japanese cohort study links diaphragmatic breathing to 31% lower cardiovascular mortality. Pro tip, layer the breath with a gratitude mantra. I am strong. I am grateful. You'll train both heart and mind simultaneously. Okay, let's lock this in. Picture your future 90-year-old self sending postcards from a mountain trail. That future begins with what you choose in the next 10 minutes. Tiny hinges swing big doors, and you just collected 6 golden hinges. Take a deliberate breath and notice how much lighter your shoulders already feel. Imagine recounting this exact moment to a grandchild who asks, "When did you decide to live forever?" Your answer will be today, right after clicking play. Ready for the next age-defying money hack? Tap the playlist glowing right there. 3, 2, 1. See you in the next deep dive.